Okay.
Hi, this is Barbara Bertucci in California, and it's my privilege and honor to have Mary here today, coaching us on Alignable. Mary is a professor and all kind of wonderful things, and have been in NECAN. How long have you been in NECAN, Mary?
This will be my 23rd year.
23rd year. This is amazing. And what she's doing with Alignable is tremendous. So, Mary, take it away.
Thanks, Barb. I'm going to share my screen. Alignable is a wonderful platform for business to business networking. And one of the things that I like about it is it's all about building relationships and making relationships. So setting up your profile is one of the best ways to get started. And your profile can give anybody who's looking at your pages an idea of who you are and what you're all about. So it's best to get that profile to the best it can be. How you present yourself says a lot. I mean, you can tell the difference between these two people on Alignable. One is just plain, and the other has not only the spice she's selling, but you can tell this lady is quite a character. So how do you present yourself is on your profile. So when you're editing, you realize in Alignable, you have a purple toolbar and you have home, my network, my community, my groups, messages, notifications, and my business. Well, we're going to start here in the business part because that's where you get to talk about yourself and have yourself. You'll notice that a profile page, as Gita was or Lorraine was saying earlier, there's badges that you can earn. Right now, we're in a contest for local business person of the year, and each person gets 10 votes, but you can't vote for yourself, and you can only vote for somebody else one time. So you have to spread around and really connect with all the people you're in a relationship, a business relationship. And if you use all your 10 votes and vote for people, then you get a community supporter badge, which is right here. This is, you can also be, there was at one point a Main Street Mentor program or contest. So that's what that badge is. But we're looking at Sue Burke's profile, and she has a banner. This is what we call the banner. And you can put photographs in there. You can make it look as interesting or as plain as you want. I would suggest putting things in there that really show about you and your life. Sue Brooke is a speaker in the Alignable group, and she lives in her motorhome. Sound great, Lorraine? And she travels up and down the West Coast, and she makes trips here in the East. We love it when she comes over, but she just goes from group to group and meets with them and sees more about what business owners need. But so this is Sue's particular profile. And as I said, you can put your banner up there. You can build it in Canva. I built mine in PowerPoint. It's whatever you're doing, you want to be able to arrange some photos and things that really give a clue to the kind of work you do, the people you're looking for, and the kind of person you are, your lifestyle. You also want to include your picture because that's a way of identifying who's doing anything on here. And it's always good to see a happy smiling face. The other thing that you want to do is put your second photo in, which is in the right-hand column. Scroll way down between after mutual connections, and you'll see our team. And there's a way to just edit that and put your picture in there. When you do, your picture follows every post you make, every comment you make. People can see, oh, that's who that is, and they can identify. I didn't worry about this until I realized there's several other Mary Bowsers in the world. So they want to know which one it is. So there's over 8.3 million businesses that are on the Alignable platform. And so you do need to make sure that they have the right person with the right business. You might want to screenshot this. any photos that you want to use or pictures have to be a certain size or they won't upload into the system. And so the kinds of things that we can do with Niken is in the gallery images, we can have pictures of all of, the different products we have or the promotions that we do. So you can also think about the images that you add to your posts, and they need to be a certain size. So if you've gotten a screenshot of that, that's good. You want to have your category and search tags. So the one thing we're probably all in is health and wellness, but I've seen several other people use different tags. It just depends. It's your choice. And then you have search tags. So people will use these to find you, but also Alignable uses these tags behind the scenes to start matching up people who could be good connections for you. So the first thing that after your banner and the description of you, the next thing that people come into as they scroll down your profile page is your ideal customer and your ideal referral partner. And this is where you really get to shine with, as Barbara was saying, you want to niche down in. Who are you looking for? So first, when you talk about the customers, one of the things you have an opportunity to do is to write a little paragraph, couple of sentences about who that person is, or maybe they're different groups of people. And then you also can add some tags. So it will look like this. You hit the edit button and you can easily describe, I would say no more than maybe a couple hundred words if you want to go that far, but get the idea across and then select the tags. And I think you can choose up to 6 tags. The kinds of industries or demographics that make good customers for you. Also do the same thing with the referral partner. Who are other businesses that might be working with the similar groups of people that could refer their clients to you, or you could refer your customers to them. Again, keeping it mutual, keeping it happy. So with the referral partners, again, you have a place where you can edit and you can write who you like to partner with, and then again, use the tags. And that's how then when you connect in the purple toolbar, if you click on My Network, Alignable will start suggesting people for you. And that's based on those tags. So you see who they're suggesting for you, and then you can connect with them or not. If you're on a free account, you get 10 connections a month for free. So you can connect with 10 people this way. And so you can look at them. I would go here and I would click on this Katie Klenner. I would click right on her name. It will take you to her profile, and you check out her profile to see if she's somebody that you want to connect with. They also will have mutual connections on here, people that are nearby, new members, unalignable, and then people I know, and we'll get to that in just a minute. So you can also, people might request to be your partner, and so you want to check that out. And then it keeps track of your connections and your recommendations. Again, this is a little old. There's another 1.2 million more people on Alignable. So your story, though, makes a difference. And in the next part of the profile, you get to tell your story. So in the About Us section, you've got a chance to tell your story. And that should sound pretty familiar to those of us who've been through a lot of the storytelling workshops. So you want to keep it concise, but you want to really share the key things about your story. People will connect with you based on something you say here. And I didn't really think that would be true, but then I had a lady tell me, she said, I was reading your profile and I really liked when you said blah, blah, blah. And so she said, I wanted to meet you. So you never know what's going to work. You'll also have your chance to tell how you got started in business. again, it's an extension of your story. So I'm going to back up just for a minute. I look at this part, the about us, as more about the mission and the purpose, your goals. That part is really the about us. And then the part, how we got started, that could be your origin story. That could be more about your why, but it also is how you get started. Then you have, what do I have to offer? And these are the products and services. So you can click and add these different tags. Again, they're search tags. I would be cautious about typing in new things that don't readily appear in their list, simply because that means that of the 8 million people, nobody else has said that particular thing. And so you might not get a lot of links coming in from that. This is how it's easy to do. It shows the editing page. I think I'm going through this. Then you get a chance to list your products, services, and promotions. And this is where definitely add a picture in, but if you've got a promotion, 20% off filters for the next month, this is the place to put it in. And then definitely put in the photos. You'll see you get the first two, well, it's probably about 20 words. I would make those 20 words and the title catchy, something that's attractive, so that you definitely get the people that you need, because otherwise they've got to click and view more, and some people don't go that far into it. You will have your badges displayed, but the other thing that really is a key is recommending people. And that's the part that when you recommend somebody, you write authentic recommendations based on why you actively refer. You would refer somebody to this business. Recommendations without reasons are just wasted. I don't accept people that recommend me unless I've had a discussion with them, and I also ask that they write something. So I always write something for the people that I meet with, and I don't accept anything else. Here are a couple that really show the kinds of connections that you make. You want to connect with members who already know, like, and trust you. And the best place is in your address book, but also doing the research, just as I was saying to Barb, for this, just to talk to you all. There's over 35 Nikan people that I know that are on Alignable already. So it's pretty easy to go searching and seeing who's in there. But if you want to sync your address book, that's no problem. So in your business, you can invite businesses. So on the toolbar, My Business, you can click this part, invite businesses, and it will, you'll get to this place, the existing referral opportunities. You click the Show Me button, and it'll show you all the matches. Now, we were talking earlier about spam. What you don't want to do is click this green button, which is click 39 people. What you do want to do, in my opinion, and this is mine, because I dislike people that spam, is I go over here to this button, I deselect, and then I go through and see who's already on Alignable that I want to connect with. And then I'll check their names. And that sometimes helps you around situations where, maybe it's an ex-partner, maybe, somebody's lingering in your contact book that you really don't want to connect with right now, or would be inappropriate to connect with, or maybe they've left the business, the Nikan business. And, all things aside, I prefer to have the choice of who to connect with. Same thing here. There are people in your address book, businesses that are not on Alignable, and you can invite them to be part of the network. Well, again, I would not click this green button. I would click to deselect all 242 people. that I don't want to irritate by spam. And then I would go through the list and check the people that I really think are looking, businesses that are looking, or people that I think would get the most out of Alignable. And I can invite them then to write a recommendation. Well, actually, Alignable asks if they would recommend you. 5 recommendations, you earn your highly recommended badge. And that continues to be a badge that you work on. And you'll see that, okay, Tom, that we were talking about a couple of slides ago, asked for Nancy to refer him, and she writes a great recommendation. And the same with these others. You learn a lot about a person by listening and reading what other people have said about them. So when you have a chance, there's on the recommendations bar, there's 5 recommendations pending. You can take a look at each one that's coming in. Well, here's Joe McClusker, and he's saying he recommends this. He recommends me. Well, he didn't write anything. And I think, well, it's not going to do any good. Joseph doesn't mean anything to my friend Pam. So what does it mean for me? This is where it's not like Facebook. You're not collecting likes. You're not collecting numbers of people that are going to be impressive. What's impressive is something like what Michael wrote, where he's talking about the skills that he's noticed, or the kinds of things that really make this person's business stand out. So that's one that I would accept. Whereas Joseph, what I would do with his, twice, I will request that Alignable asks Joseph to write a recommendation. I give people 2 chances. By the 3rd one, if they haven't done that, I just click the ignore button and move on. And we always say, keep your profile up to date. Any changes that you make in there will show up in the feed, and people can check in with you and see what's going on. And there's always plenty of trainings. So how's that for a fast run through?
That was awesome. One of the things I like that you might have missed was Alignable will email them a notification that something's been changed as well. So it goes
That's right.
outside of the group, right? And so you're getting these
That's right.
notices, sort of like LinkedIn, in their mailbox with their name. So and so recommended you, or this happened. And then you're following up with these people, or you're getting to know them. The group I went to was Tom Cavanaugh, and you're like, I know Tom, like from Alignable.
Yep.
So that's kind of cool. And so I'm gonna open it up for a quick Q&A, and then I'll stop the recording.
Okay, Mary, I have a question for your experience with Alignable over I don't know how many years. How has it affected your business?
Well, I've gotten a lot of customers. I've also made a lot of good friends and partners. And because of Alignable, here in our local area, I've been able to approach businesses that didn't know that they needed connections. They didn't feel a part of anything. You can drive down our Middletown street. We have one stoplight. And you might see 6 or 7 businesses. When I checked on Alignable, there's over 80 businesses that are registered in our little town, and they're not showing up anywhere. So my goal is to make connections with all these business owners, because we all know anybody anywhere needs Nikken products. So in my conversation with them, we talk about, first of all, I'm asking them about their business. How can we help? How can we, bring them, out in the community? How can I help with their profile? And then usually they'll feel like towards the end, they'll say, well, what is it that you do? And it's a great opportunity for me to share, and then share who they can help me find. And that's what I'm not looking at them as a target. I'm looking at them, as Barbara says, as a door or a window. Who else can you share? Who do you have as clients that might also need these products? It's been through Alignable that I've connected with one of the local, it's a boutique hotel. And we've made an arrangement to have wellness suites available. So if somebody wants to upgrade their room to a wellness suite, then I get a call, I get a 2-hour window, I go in and take care of the bedding, put in the air system, the water system, the shower, and car seats.
That's
And
like
then
that was instigated many years ago when I first started.
long time ago.
Yes,
Right,
yes. And in fact, I
right.
still got their sleep system bag and all the information. And that's cool. And that was good 20 years ago now, or
It
15 years
was.
ago. Yeah.
It was.
So
And
it's
then we went
it's
through the period that wasn't cool. So what I've had to do with that is, yes, I have other covers that go on things. Thanks to Belva White, I've got great covers on the car seats with my logo on it. I've got extra protection on the bed, a whole bunch of other things that we've learned. But Sherry Danzig helped me set that up. So yeah.
well, and also you're looking at talking to them about having, I'm going to call it like a happy hour, a
Yeah.
wellness hour,
Yeah.
so that in their lobby to educate people and get people in there, or, so it's a win-win for the hotel, it's a win-win for Mary, and yeah, they go back and forth. So I
Right.
think that's awesome. As a matter of fact, I got my eye on this hotel up here, and once I learn, I'll figure that out. Any more questions about Alignable, guys?
Yeah, I think the one thing that I wanted to say is you should join groups. And Barb, you had alluded to that joining groups on Alignable gets you a wider audience. I just talked to a lady from British Columbia yesterday that I met in a group. And they have smart connects, which are like speed dating, where every 8 minutes you're meeting somebody new. So in an hour, you can meet 8 new people. And it's a great way just to get out and practice and get used to talking about what we have, which I think coming out of the pandemic, we still need to make those connections. But it's just been a great opportunity.
I like to add that we're coming out of the pandemic, but we're never going back. And so the way people come out of their home, it really needs to be something big or special, or they don't want to come out. They don't want to do it. And so, yeah, to have that little speed, that sounds great. Smart connects. So,
Yeah.
Mary, thank you so much for coming. Anybody else? Quick question. Alignable. Amazing.
That's good.
It's
We know where
purple.
we can go for professional help.
There you go. All right. Thank you, guys.
Anytime, Lorraine.
And this is a training for NECAN, but if you happen to get on this for something else, give it the person that invited you to check out NECAN, because we have some
Yeah.
amazing
And
technology.
do share the video.